All right. Hello, hello. Okay. No, 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 no. All right, so I think this is working now, right? Yes. Let me make sure they can hear me. Go here, go here. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Testing, testing. All right. Yes. Okay. Testing, testing. All right. Yes. All right, so it's working. Copy mystery. I'm not gonna hold up. Okay. Wait, did that okay? Excuse me. Publish, confirm. Okay. Control W, Control W. Is my computer plugged in? Yes, it is. Guys, I'm still trying to set this up here. Alright, we go here. Okay. Are you showing us?
Guys, I'm still
what
trying to set this up here.
Not in this video. Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe, but I'm gonna be reacting to the let me refresh here. Hello everyone, my name is Helen Neighbor Raven News, and today we will be reacting to this video right here, the Hello Neighbor 2 Post-Mortem. I don't know how to pronounce that, but like I've seen in the Hello Neighbor servers that it's like a big deal or something, so we're gonna watch and see what it's about. So let's just do that. Wait, where'd the video go? Bro, I need to get it for my friend real quick. There we go. Okay.
Everyone for coming. First off, I always do is hat or no hat.
Alright, so let me restart here. Let me grab my phone so I can see chat. Hold up, gang. I'm still trying to set this up. YouTube. YouTube. Okay. This will definitely be this will be fun, definitely. Yes, it will, because we're gonna watch. I I don't know if they're gonna talk like about any future updates, but we're gonna watch this whole thing, this whole entire thing, because I have plenty of time. Alright, so let's make sure my mic quality is. Let's just turn that down a little bit. Alright, let's watch this.
Thanks everyone for coming. First off, I always do is hat or no hat. No, no applause? Okay, no hat. So my head doesn't sweat.
Okay, so that's Alex. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna like, how about like right? How about that? Does that sound good? How does that sound? This should sound good. Let me just turn this.
All right, Hello Neighbor 2.
This was posted 3 hours ago, so it's
It's
like
a
really
video
new.
game that is the sequel to Hello Neighbor, and it gets much more complicated than that. So I think what we'll do here is we'll talk a
Why
little
is my
bit
voice
about
on
how we
scratch?
got to Hello Neighbor 2 so that you have the context of this conversation. And considering that I'm on a tight deadline here, I'm just going to set expectations that there will be 3 videos
Okay,
during this
it's all good. Okay, thank you, Manus.
presentation. Each is a couple of minutes. The first one is going to be the announcement trailer for the very original Hello Neighbor.
The prototype, I'm guessing what he's talking about. Hello Neighbor prototype.
Then the announcement trailer for Hello Neighbor 2.
Okay. It's at max volume. Barely can hear you. What do you mean? Hold on. What? Wait a sec. We're gonna watch this whole thing. This whole right. How about
Context of this conversation. And considering that
Oh geez, the video's really loud. Okay, okay. Let me fix this. Oh geez, the video's really loud. Let me switch over to my headset microphone. Because I'm using my built-in microphone. Hello Neighbor is the best game. Is the best. horror game ever. I don't know about that, bro. It's not that scary. I mean, I guess you can call it that, but it's not very scary. All right. Let me hold up. It ain't scary. Let me see if this is working.
And then the release.
Okay, it should be working now. So let's just turn this up a little bit. Turn the desktop audio way down. Let's see what this sounds like. Turn the desktop audio way down.
Trailer for Hello Neighbor 2. So you kind of get the concept. Now, who is familiar with the video game Hello Neighbor? Can I?
Hold up. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, I think we can finally watch this. Let me just turn this up a little bit. Let me turn up my headset volume. There we go.
Get a show of hands. All right, so I don't need
Alright, let's
to
watch this.
over-explain the
Yo,
concept
hi
that
Raven
it's
News. Oh, what
a
up, Fort?
stealth horror game where you sneak into your creepy
Maybe
neighbor's
put the
house because
YT
he believes
volume a bit higher. Okay, so like that. Is that good?
someone
Let's
is hiding
listen.
in his basement. Instead, I'll just show you the very original trailer so that we can get an idea of how we got here. Is this gonna
Okay.
work?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, he's actually okay. Why is this guy showing all this stuff? Barely hear the video. Just put YT. Okay. You guys hear it better now? Can you guys hear it better now? I adjusted it. Excuse me. Yes, perfect. Okay. What about you guys? Yeah, we can hear it better now. Alright. So, he's basically showing the announcement trailer, from what I can tell. Okay. I'm just gonna put this on mute because it has cursing. I don't want to hear the cursing. Okay, there we go. Cursing is over. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys for the recommendations on the... Ooh. Yeah, I remember seeing this back in the day. What about you guys? I made the prototype in Minecraft. Ooh, why did he show the announcement trailer? So this is my theory why he's doing this. He's like basically showcasing all the versions of Hello Neighbor 1 first and just basically like telling a story or something like that. I'm not for sure. That's why we're watching this. The lore of Hello Neighbor is dark. True. There's like people getting abducted and all sorts of stuff. It's definitely dark. That's cool. Yeah, it is cool. This is the Hello Neighbor that I wanted to play right here. This is the Hello Neighbor one that I wanted to play. Not the one that we got. Look how scary this freaking is. Like, for real. Look how scary this is, bro. Look at that. I know this is scripted, but look how scary this could have actually been. I know look how the guest came to life. No way. Like, this would have been so cool to play. Like Hello Neighbor 1, like something like this. I wish the AI, yeah, me too, bro. I wish it wasn't scripted. I don't know why they love adding slide locks. I know, right? The coffin ending was so scary. Yes, it was. What was that? Was that Bigfoot?
Okay, so that's the announcement trailer that
I
we
guess that was
got
Bigfoot.
pitched. There was also a
Hold
demo
up.
build
Wait,
that
no. The forest protectors abducted the Raven Man kid on Halloween, and oh yeah, I remember that. It's from the books or
came
something like
with it,
that.
and I rejected it. And I was like, who the hell is gonna play this? And it was mainly because the game was already on Kickstarter, and I was
Wait,
a
what do you
demo
say?
build
A
that
demo
came with
build,
it, and I rejected it.
bro. Why did you reject the demo
And I was
build?
like, who the hell is gonna play this? And it was mainly
Did you
because
react to
the
the 2014 dev game? No.
game was already on Kickstarter a year prior, and it had failed on Kickstarter. And then I
Well, no, dip it failed.
walk into our office on a Monday morning, and by
Over
morning I
5,000
mean by
people would
like
play
11
it.
a.m.
Yeah, true.
And one of our interns that was working on speedrunners at the time was playing the build of this game.
Wait. So what you saying? So what you saying that this build like was playable? Is that what you're saying? Because actually, I think this build is playable. Because if you go to the Hello Neighbor wiki, I know this thing sometimes has like lies, but if you go to the Hello Neighbor wiki, if my keyboard will work, if we go here and we go down here, I don't know, or it's in Hello Neighbor 1, like the red neighbor, white map, yeah, that was interesting. Let me find this. Not these. These are just pre-alpha screenshots. Early pre-alpha. Bro, oh, I have to search up hello neighbor, hello neighbor, hello neighbor, prototype. Excuse me. It may have been playable. Yeah, I think that's what they're saying, the prototype, because if we go down here, this is a early development screenshot, like in editor. Look right here. This is like real, this is a real screenshot. Please work, please, yes. This is in editor, right? This is like in the U project editor right now. There's a website where they show, yeah, I know about the secret website. So much people have played this. I would have loved to play this. Like, look how cool this looks. Look at the lighting and stuff. I think that's what he's talking about. Where is I can close this because I have the chat pulled up on my screen on my phone. So I think what he's saying right here is that that build was actually playable.
And well, the guy went on to become an art director for Gears of War, so I hope you're watching this, Matthias.
Huh.
But he was the reason that I really got into this concept because he was a younger gamer that played very different style games
All right,
that
see you, Mr. Tree
he
Guy.
would call
Have a good day.
emergent, right? And the core for emergent gameplay, I actually did a presentation here last
Goodbye.
year, is
See ya.
essentially your experience playing Hello Neighbor is your own. It feels very unique to you. So
Did I just hear him say that the AI is unique to you? Did I just hear that correctly? You guys heard that too, right? You guys heard that, right? Bro, why do you keep faking this? Stop making false advertisements. Stop making builds of the game that never released.
we got intrigued with that concept.
Question. Did you react to the dev game animation of Hello Neighbor? No, I can if you want, real quick. You want me to real quick? I can if you want. You want me to? I'll just react. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think I've already seen it, like millions of times, but I don't know. Let's hold up. Hello neighbor, not Nabor, dev. I don't care if I spell it wrong, it should be here, yes. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is like super blurry. Let's turn this down a little bit. It's really loud. It's better than the final game. I guess this could have been better than the final game, but it's like untextured. Excuse me. Get the red cube, yes. Now this was just an animation. This was not real gameplay, I don't think. Because it looks fake. It doesn't look real, yeah. It doesn't look like real gameplay, honestly. Yeah. I would hope it's animation. What is that? Is this Roblox? You guys saw that, right? Is this Roblox? You guys saw that, right? That's Roblox, right? Oh wait, there we go. Alright, so he's in the house now. I love those door animations. Oh, red Nabor.
Now he's gonna move like right along to McGregor.
Okay, bro, it's sad that I didn't know English to understand you guys. It is fake, but very convincing. Yeah. This is really loud. This is hurting my ears. This is playing realistic sounds. Okay. This is so so low quality. This is like 360p. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I also miss this mechanic too, where you could do that. I love that. TikTok. No, I'm not watching any TikTok, bro. I don't know. I don't like TikTok at all. They had these sounds like a year, but yeah, they did. These are like old sounds, like really old. What the frick? Oh shoot! He can break through the window. What the frick? Bro, run! Or are you just walking? Run! This is real spooky. Alright, that was beautiful. That was really good. OMG, red neighbor, climb up ladder, scary. Yes, very scary. Where's Post-Mortem? Yeah, we're watching
It was kind of
the
combined with the idea of
Post-Mortem. I don't know
mysteries
how you
within the
say it.
game, and
It
that
is epic.
the audience was really interested to know how the game is made versus what the final product is. You can search for this presentation from last year. It's getting pretty good traction over the months, where I talk about how to design emerging games.
Guys, imagine if he talks about Hello Neighbor 2 Alpha 2, and bro, that would be so hilarious. Imagine if somebody in the crowd asks, the Hello Neighbor 2 Alpha 2, and then Alex gets all uncomfortable and stuff.
But we also followed that idea that
No way, guys. Hello Neighbor 2 Alpha 2, look at this. It's on Steam.
people were interested in how the game is made through so-called alphas. So Alpha 1, Alpha 2, it goes all the way
I don't think they're gonna show Alpha 2 footage though. Maybe.
up to
But
Alpha
I
4,
don't
and then there
know.
was a beta where we would release the game in iterations to show players what the game was going to be like, and
Yeah.
also to get a lot of feedback to see if we were going the right way.
Yeah,
Eventually,
they
the game
won't.
did
Yeah.
come out on all
Yes,
platforms all at
yes.
once. Well, no, that's not true. We initially released on Xbox
This is the copy of Hello Neighbor 1 that I always had. This is like the I played Hello Neighbor 1 on my PS4.
and PC, and then a year and a
That's the
half
version
later, we
I
released
began with.
on PlayStation, on Nintendo Switch, and on mobile. And then we were crowned as this is Ars Technica, previously Wired magazine, that
Bro, they really. Oh my god. You guys see this? Hey Sim, how are you doing, man? Beyonce? Worst games of 2017, bro, for sure. For sure. I'm literally laughing right now. I'm crying my eyes out.
called the game the worst game of 2017.
Well, bro, it literally is the worst game. The AI sucks, the puzzle sucks, and yeah, everything sucks about it, bro. Look at this man. I mean, I think we all like him, but like, Hello Neighbor 1 wasn't the best game in the world. Hello Neighbor 2 is definitely better. No offense to you, Alex. You're still a good guy, but like your first game, Hello Neighbor 1, it was okay.
Which was fun. There were a lot of
Is it not possible that there's another Brazilian here? I'm not for sure.
publications
I think Sim is Brazilian, but I'm not for sure on that.
like this where people did not get what Hello Neighbor was, and I could dive really deep into this
Alex, you do realize you literally showed us what Hello Neighbor 1 was in the Hello Neighbor Alphas. You do realize that, right?
and explain why. And I've talked about this multiple times on why it doesn't fucking matter. But instead, let's just take a look
Man, he's really P-worded off right now.
at Google Trends. So here, if
I
you
hope
look,
I don't get demonetized from cussing.
you can just go to Google Trends. And let's say what I did this morning is
Oh,
I got
yeah, he's obviously P-worded. I'm not gonna say the full word because I don't really like cussing, but I think he's a little kind of P-worded off. Bro, no freaking dip. The Last of Us is gonna be more popular than your game. The Last of Us is like a way bigger franchise and stuff than your game, bro. Come on now, use your knowledge.
Hello Neighbor, Uncharted, The Last of Us, God of War, and
Yeah,
Horizon Zero
Secret Neighbor is probably their best game. I actually have that. What's happening here? Okay, I actually have Hello Secret Neighbor there.
Dawn
Let's
in.
continue this.
And then you can see the amounts of interest over time. This is for the last 5 years for worldwide interest. Now, arguably, something like The Last of Us, when the TV show came out recently, which was amazing.
Wait, the Great. Yeah, the Great South Remote. What do you want? You said Raven News. What was that? Was that B image creature corruption? I'm not for sure. I have it too. It's very fun, especially being the guest. Yes, I love Secret Neighbor. I like being the guest. God, why are you calling me daddy, bro? I'm live streaming. I'm not your daddy. Be quiet about that, bro. I'm not your dad. Hey, Mr. Crow Daddy. Whoa, why are you guys calling me this?
Should be like really, really, really high. So then I put something else in. And can you guess what this blue line is?
I think I know what that blue line is. It's your game failing.
Anyone?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Cats?
Hey, it's mobile.
No, it's
It's
not
Moby
cats. It's,
Large.
it's a game. What? This is not Minecraft. This is Minecraft.
Wait, what
And
is
this,
Minecraft?
the blue line, is Roblox. And
Okay.
then when you go and explore this rabbit hole and compare Google Trends for games that are really popular on Steam, like
This guy's kind of like, I can't really explain it, but like,
if you were
I can really tell he's
to
very
call
angry right
to
now.
get Fall Guys in here, Fall Guys goes up until here, and then just drops off. Yet games that exist outside of Steam have this trend where for years and sometimes decades, in the example of Minecraft,
Hey, Mister, the Hellenuber Ravenbrook, he literally showing his unpopular game. Indeed,
keep on
bro,
being super
indeed, the Great
popular. And
Southern
what we
Train
realized is
kill.
that we are, with Hello Neighbor specifically, we were not a PC Steam game, which makes our investor relations
You do realize that you put the Hellenuber alphas on Steam and you literally marketed the game like it was gonna be like a Steam game or like a PC. You do realize that, Alex?
task, because we're now a publicly listed company, extremely difficult because you release something on Steam and people assume that
Look, I love. Hey, Mr. Hellenuber Raven News. Hey, Sam. Manus said, "Look, I love the Hellenuber franchise, but he kind of sucks at this." Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But he's
the
a good
Steam
guy.
data represents your overall revenue chart or your overall engagement. Well, we accidentally stumbled into a whole new audience that we didn't know existed, that exists primarily on consoles, on mobile, and also on PC.
What is he trying to prove to us, bro? I have no idea. That's why we're trying to watch this whole thing here.
But not within the Steam
Let me
ecosystem.
read the
They're,
description. I don't know if it's gonna say anything. Okay. Let's
they
just
don't care
continue
about
watching
installing a
this.
Windows launcher. They don't care about installing Origin or something else. But they're not hardcore PC gamers.
Is
So
my stream lagging? No, it's not.
then, just to reinforce this point, this is the launch trailer for iOS and Android, and
Yes.
it has 40.
Personally, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the iOS version of Hello Neighbor. It wasn't that bad. Someone remade Hello Neighbor in Roblox. Yeah.
4 million views on our channel. Like by far the most popular trailer on our channel is for the mobile version of Hello
They have said that they will make a remake for Hello. Yeah, yeah, they did say that in their
Neighbor.
Discord.
This kind of sets the stage of how this went down, right?
All right, let's read this. Let's read this. Hello Neighbor: Birth of a Franchise. Launched in 2017 to become tinyBuild's most successful game by far, found a brand new audience we didn't know existed. Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, all games living outside of Steam. Launched development of a prequel multiplayer spin-off. Launched development of UGC Stadia spin-off, which is freaking what's his face? What's the gear game where you make cars? Oh, Hello Engineer. Launch development of sequel Hello Neighbor 2. Launch development of the VR. Sold over 5. Yeah, the books were very popular. Popular. It's Hello Neighbor, the new neighborhood, yeah.
We released an incredibly popular game and now suddenly a lot of bullet points. I think, yeah, let's just go through them a little bit. So we essentially stumbled upon something extremely special that
I have
got us a target audience that we didn't know existed.
bro, our Hello Neighbor 2 DLC is expensive. There are two. I think in the USA, I don't know how, what. Okay, so from what I know, stuff for your country is like, hold on, wait. Yeah, stuff in the USA is less expensive than Brazil. That's what I read about at least. Hello Engineer gives lore hints. Yes.
So we're like, okay, Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite,
20
all of
bucks.
these games exist outside of Steam. So we knew that we would reach a large audience, not through traditional game channels, game distribution channels, but instead through something else. And at the same time, what we did is leading up
I
to
see the
launch,
little heart
through the
icons
betas,
that
we
you
knew
guys are
exactly
putting
how
up.
much
Thank you. I
engagement we
appreciate the
had. So
support on the
we
stream.
started development
For
on
real.
the
I don't know why I asked. I don't understand your language.
prequel,
Oh.
which
Is there any way? I don't think I can like put any like. Yeah, I don't.
is
Hmm.
Hello Neighbor Hide and
But
Seek,
I think
developed
I
by the
got it.
original
Okay,
team,
that's good.
for a multiplayer spin-off called Secret Neighbor, then for a UGC user-generated spin-off called for Stadia called Hello Engineer, and then also launched the development of a sequel. And after we launched the development of a sequel, we also launched development of VR, of Hello Neighbor VR. So there was a lot of products in the pipeline. Like just the book collection over here, if you search for it on Amazon, it has like 4.5 perfect score.
Let's see if that's actually true. Ooh, 4.8, so it's way better. Okay. That I have this book collection. I just don't really read it.
Perfect-ish score, 1,000.
Hello Neighbor, okay. Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, they're best. I'm Brazilian. It's around 100 to 200 Brazilian dollars. So, from what I know, stuff in Brazil is like way more expensive than stuff in the US. Manus said Hello Neighbor VR is good because it gives us. That is true. That is very true. Hello Neighbor VR is very unique, but it uses like Hello Neighbor 2 assets in some areas.
Reviews, and we sold over 5 million copies of a book
Hey Croman, what
based on
this
a video
about?
game.
We were just watching this Hello Neighbor 2 Post-Mortem. It's like going through like the history of the franchise or something like that. They might talk about the future of it. I'm not 100% sure because I've never watched these before.
We're in the process of developing an
Yeah,
anime
the VR puzzles were great. Oh,
series, which I will hopefully be able to talk about next year. Then we had
next year. You should be talking about here.
the prequel.
Bro, imagine in this little thing they show Alpha 2
We
gameplay.
had the
Probably
Secret
not.
Neighbor multiplayer spin-off. Then we had Hello Engineer, and now
Hello
we
Neighbor
have
2.
just recently released Hello Neighbor 2, which we then also followed up with Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek.
Like, Hello Neighbor isn't their best game, but other, yeah, that is
No,
true.
Search and Rescue, which is the VR version. So if I was to
Okay, what is this? Hello Neighbor franchise. This is just a timeline. We already
visualize it,
went
it
over
looks
this.
kind of like this, with 100 million downloads and everything. And essentially, we use this as a blueprint to build a franchise, right? Some of our other titles are now following a similar formula where we know if we know that the game is already successful before it comes out, we start to invest into other media or sequels or DLC, etc. So now, as we get into Hello Neighbor 2, what I want to do is I want to show you the announcement trailer that we did, so we can then compare how we got to the launch trailer, because they look
I feel something. You guys hear that, right? You guys hear that, right? There might be a slim chance to talk about Alpha 2, possibly.
quite
Getting a little
different.
hyped here.
See,
So he
is
says he's gonna do like a Hello Neighbor 2 timeline, so he might talk about Alpha 2 or something.
this gonna work?
I'm freaking excited. I don't know if he is, but I like how the guest and Mr. Peterson are different characters. Originally, Mr. Peterson was dressed as the guest. Maybe, yeah.
No, it will not. Okay, well, I guess the announcement trailer comes later. So going into
Yeah,
the project,
true.
what we knew that the game had to be bigger. We knew that it had to be different yet emergent. Yet it has to be different but feel in the same way
Let's hope that they show us how to do gameplay. I don't know, but Alex literally said that he's gonna like go over the versions of Hello Neighbor 2, so I'm not for
the
sure.
original Hello Neighbor
But
did.
let's just watch this.
We also knew that it
Keep in mind we're only 11 minutes in, so we have like a lot of time left here.
needed to launch on all platforms. Remember, the original first launched on PC and Xbox, then it took us forever to port it to other platforms, and also it took us forever to update the original Xbox build, because on Xbox the game was gaining a lot of traction. We also knew that we needed to allocate a lot of time to pre-production. We should not rush this. And that we would need to essentially rapidly scale the production for this game by hiring. So
This is highly likely why patch 9 is taking so long.
we invested heavily into our HR
My
department, and
brother
we were
has an
ready to,
Xbox.
okay, once we have everything, we need to
Okay.
hire the best engineers we can find. So bigger and different. This is
Okay.
where the concept of if you search for Hello Neighbor 2, you'll get really confused because you'll find a lot of references to this. This is how we code-named the sequel initially. So Hello Guest was the initial
Hello Neighbor 2
idea
Alpha 1 available in the Microsoft Store? I'm not for sure. Let's see actually. Micro. Let me see this video. Let's load this up here. Alright, so let's see. Hello Neighbor. Oh, for Xbox? No. Hello Neighbor 2 Alpha 1 is not on Xbox. It's on Steam.
that would be different. And the reason
The only builds that you can play on Xbox is that full game of Hello Neighbor 2 full release, I
we
do
did that
believe.
is because we want to do this mystery box of what the hell is Hello Guest. It
Yes,
turned
I
out
guess
that
so
it is
then.
a sequel. But we also wanted to experiment with very different style gameplay, where instead
I miss this Hello Guest era of Hello Neighbor 2. I'm
of
glad he's
busting
talking about
into
this.
another NPC's house and trying to steal something, you would actually get chased around because you're the person busting in. The initial concept was that you have this theme park, and within that theme park, you are a security guard, and you're trying to, get these vandals out from trying to destroy it while
I
being
heard that
stalked
Hello
by this
Neighbor 2 in
mysterious creature.
Minecraft is way better than the real game.
And we also knew that, like I said, we
I really hope the guest a good role for in the full game. Yeah, I
to
hope
invest
too.
into technology.
I
We
hope
had
as
to
well.
sim ship this everywhere. And that meant that the game would need to run or be developed in an optimized way from day one. If anyone here works in Unreal Engine and Blueprints and have ported Blueprints to consoles, you know the pain that you have to go through, and that there's this thing called nativization of Blueprints, which is a fun project. I can only recommend it to everyone. So then we got to
Wait, this is a nice screenshot. I've never seen this before. Oh, but once it, I don't know.
production, and
Honestly,
I think this is where the video plays. Yes, this is where
Hello Guest announcement
the
trailer, right?
pre-production vision of the game is what we announced. So let's take a look at that.
Oh, this then. Okay. What could have been, what could have been. This is the Hello Neighbor 2 that I wanted to play here. This right here. I don't care if this was an animation or made in Blender. It just looks so good. Look at this. They're showing screenshots we've never seen. Yeah. Look, guys, I'm trying to do something here. Trying to put the Discord. Here we go. Alright, guys, I just put my Discord in the comment here. As you can see, pin message. There we go. Alright. Look how freaking good this looks, guys, honestly. This is the Hello Neighbor 2 that I think we all wanted to play. You know? Like, look how... Also, somebody recreated this, like, mechanic. His name is, like, Bombiase or something like that. He's a really good Unreal Engine master. So, yeah. Like, look at this. If one person can remake this, tinyBuild surely can. If you know what I mean. I also love the Hello Guest music as well. It's just like spooky. Run, Quentin. Run, Quentin! Run! Okay, nope, he got caught. Von Beyonce is making a fan game. Yeah. Yes.
So we did this announcement trailer.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
There's an
obviously
apple.
needs to show that it is a neighbor. So we did this announcement trailer while launching.
The alpha of Hello Neighbor 2.
While launching
The
an actual
guest is
play.
the guest is like a demon at the same time. I feel like he is a curse.
Alpha.
Interesting.
So that whole house, the gameplay there, it was all playable, and we release it, and we get a lot.
Bro, he said that was a release, that version of the game. That was not released. Something very similar was, but not exactly that.
Of data
This guy keeps making up lies, bro.
because the idea was that one of the concepts was we have this house that exists either in an abandoned version of the city that everyone has gone away, and you're this journalist trying to figure out what happened, or it's like this alternate world. So you have the real world and you have the underworld, kind of like in Stranger Things. But we wanted this crow-like creature to be able to chase the player around town. Because we knew we wanted to build a bigger world, like an open world for Ravenbrooks, the town where it's all happening. And the more we saw how players
That was Alpha 2.
engage with it, the more we
Open
realized
world
it
thing,
wasn't the
probably.
best idea. Mostly because it's really difficult to
I want to know if I'm the only one who can't play Hello Neighbor. Yeah, I don't think you can play it on
read
Xbox,
AI
sadly.
behavior when it changes. So when you bust into this AI's house, obviously, like if it sees you, it's going to aggro at you and going to throw you out. But when you are starting to be chased by it through the town while you're doing your own things, there were too many instances where it's not really clearly readable on what it's trying to do, that it's stalking you, and players just got frustrated by that in early playtests. And also the fact that we didn't have the little mustache guy here, Mr. Pearson, made it really confusing. So in the end, while we did have an idea that we're going to try and pull off of how the crow gets implemented, or the crow person gets implemented into the game, we decided to downscope for several reasons, mostly of which we did not know. Because you may remember that in 2019, game development was developing really fast, and then as we moved into production, a little thing happened when we were all locked down.
I think he's gonna talk about the Alexis situation.
For a couple of years. That it's hard to believe, but it did happen, and this created a really interesting challenge because we were designing something that had a lot of emerging gameplay elements. Yet there were not that many people out there, specialists, experienced in emerging gameplay. So we were faced with a real challenge where we realized, and I still stand firmly behind this, that building remote teams, it doesn't work. You can argue all you want about remote work. It works only if the team had already previously established trust between themselves. Then you can build remote working teams between people that actually already have trust. Just a practical example, if you all work here in the remote teams right now and haven't met each other, well, tell me about, let's chat after this, tell me about the hobbies of the colleagues you work with. You don't know their hobbies, because mostly you have scheduled Zoom calls and you play games together. So people need to meet each other and establish trust and bonds so that you can get into a really creative process. So, like I said, hiring became an issue because of the competencies that we needed to find, but then also you might remember that during the pandemic, the industry kind of blew up because the markets realized,
That is true, because I remember back in the day during 2019 or 2020, the market for games and like staying at home and playing video games all day and creating games, Unreal Engine stuff definitely blew up at around the years 2019 and 2020. Oh,
okay,
is that
everyone's locked down, let's invest into games. So we saw a lot of M&A activity, we saw a lot of hiring activity, and we saw astronomically high salaries. And what happens when you have such inflation with astronomically high salaries is that you're going to see that inflation go bust. And that's what you're
yes.
seeing today. Literally, it's happening right now when
Yes, it
studios
is.
are
It's
closing down
sad.
because they
It's
were
really sad.
overfunded with
Inflation
really
is
high
in,
expectations. And when it cools
I don't
down,
know how you say
well,
it, but it's
you're
really bad.
not in a really nice spot.
It's not.
So instead of building a really large team, and this is actually props to Mike Rafienko over there, he was in charge of this. You can talk with him about how to organize 6 goddamn teams together. But we decided that instead of building one large team, we're going to do a lot of smaller teams. So we had our main development team located in the Netherlands with a lot of contracted people around the world. We had our co-development team, we had our porting team, we had our DLC team, we had our art.
See, porting team for the Xbox and stuff. These people ported the. So this is my theory. These people are working on patch 9. Probably people. These people were working on the console updates. This is probably Stillwell or something like that. And then art, you guys know what that is. And then Q&A, questions and answer team.
Outsourcing team, and we had actually more than one QA team, but I decided to lump that together. So we had over 100 people working across 6 teams.
Bro, where are the high
And
technologies for
a lot of
some
things actually
trans?
went right there.
I don't know.
I actually, now that I'm reading this slide, I realized that I forgot that DLC also went right because we launched with several DLCs made by the same team that made Five Nights at Freddy's VR, and they also
Yes.
recently did our VR tile for Hello Neighbor. But art, animation, environment, it was all great.
Hello, Shattered Brick
Technical optimization
Studios.
was fantastic, so we had a great tech stack that we could launch on every platform, and the marketing was also really, really good because the demo that I mentioned, the alpha, was so viral that when we followed it up, everyone was just ecstatic and had really high expectations of the final product.
Yep.
Now, what went wrong? Well, in summary, we kind of disappointed the players because of our marketing. Because initially we announced that,
False advertisement, false advertisement, false advertisement.
hey, there is this AI crow creature that runs around that you can interact with that then stalks you. That did not end up being in the final game. And it essentially felt like we made players feel like we completely abandoned their expectations. The question is why? Well,
Hello, funny pyramid
the
guy.
why about this is that we had to make a really difficult choice because we didn't have the resources we thought we would have. So we could either go with what we did on the original Hello Neighbor, was launch on fewer platforms with more content, knowing that the user experience is going to kind of suck. Because the original version, when it launched on Xbox, let's just say it didn't meet our standards, so we had to rapidly patch that out. So it was either we ship less platforms, knowing that the code quality was going to be worse, but we would have a lot more space and time to design and iterate. Or launch with less features and be able to launch it cross-platform with a tech stack that we can then rapidly update. Obviously, we went with a stable stack. And let's see what we actually launched. This is going to
not
be
the
the
launch
final video
trailer.
of the presentation.
Oh my gosh.
Rated everyone 10 and up.
Alexis messed up. Why is Alex covering up? Well, the reason why I think they're covering that situation up is because I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. Alexis is not a good person at all. He literally made the game how bad it is today. Patch 9 hype. Yes, patch 9 is definitely going to be really good. So he is saying to our faces, he's launch trailer. Remember this? I hate Hello Neighbor 2 full game. Yes, he did. So let me explain this to you guys who may not know. Alexis was the lead, like, level designer or like a main developer. They replaced him. They replaced um. How can I explain this? So Nikikata or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce him. He was the original creator for Hello Neighbor 1. He got replaced by Alexis, and basically Alexis wanted to take over and all sorts of stuff and basically ruin the game. He also basically was one of the main devs for Hello Neighbor 2. He did like the level design and all that stuff. That's why it's so flat and so barren and ugly looking and just overall not really that good of a game. But then finally they like fired him or something. He got off the dev team. That's why they're slowly adding all the stuff back from the alpha from the looks of it. Alexis literally said nobody will. Yeah, he did. He said that in the Discord. True. I remember him saying that. Hello, Guest Studios. Bro, do you know any words in Portuguese? No, not really, sadly. I'm not like a Portuguese guy. I'm only like an English man. Ow, that hurt. Man, does the Hello Neighbor 2 full game AI suck. It's so horrible. I'm Portuguese. Oh. Oh. Bruh. I like that launch trailer. Alexis messed
So,
up the best part.
it looks
Yes.
very different from
This
the
is
announcement
true.
trailer. And
No
this
dip it
is
does,
what
Alex.
players were, let's just say, a little bit upset about on launch.
A little upset. Rewind that again.
Let's just say a little bit upset.
I was not a little upset. I was freaking mad. You, you plan to make this.
And welcome to Hello Neighbor. Indignant believes something else is wrong and has the guts to uncover the truth. When you break into Mr. Peterson's house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving. When you break into Mr. Peterson's house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving. Our goal house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving.
AI that is constantly evolving. AI that is constantly evolving. Yeah, and they also had this as well. They also, wait, is it raining? Okay, yes it is. They also had this bad boy pinup right here. This fresh nut. This is what I wanted to play. This is the game that I wanted to play, bro. This is this beautiful, beautiful game. They showed all these teasers and all this stuff, all this stuff. But is it raining? Okay, yes it is. All this stuff, but yeah, it never came out. Hey there, yeah, it was your video. I like the Hello Neighbor franchise minus. Okay, I need to read or I need to read the chat real quick, guys. Hold up. I don't think we need the neural network. I think we just need AI. Yeah, true. Sam said neural intelligence. Manus said, I like the Hello Neighbor franchise because it's cool for me, minus Hello Neighbor, and that's a completely original idea. A little. That would be true if we got the gray manner. Yes. Alexis knife. Hey there, that was my video. Imbeer's cute. Thumbs up. Will the full game AI ever be fixed? I would say yes because I'm pretty sure they are aware of how bad their game is, and that's why they're taking over like 2 months to create patch 9. From the looks of it, we need side quests. I demand the Alpha 2 of Hello Neighbor 2. Who's with me?
About on launch. So, how we actually get here? Well, I think one of the main aspects
Who's that?
that gets
That's
understated
weird.
in game development in general is mental health. Because what happened here is we were dealing with a fallout of people being locked down for a year and a half, and
Okay.
we had really great specialists that were pushed.
How did they get logged out of what? Did they forget their login like login information? Like, I'm confused. It looked gritty and horrifying and scary. Yes, it did. It'll be cool if Mr. Peterson throws bear traps at the player to slow. Yes, that would be
To
really
their
good.
limit when it comes to designing something with really, really high expectations. So we had to down.
Make sure, guys, if you have Discord, make sure to join my Discord server if you want to. That is.
That was, the first part of this, is essentially the fallout of the pandemic and how
Yeah, but the pandemic was pretty bad back in the
when
day.
things
Great
get
Manor
really,
Museum.
really
Random mental
tense,
health on
it's
Helen on
difficult
my Hello Neighbor
to
Dev game.
de-escalate,
Cough
right? Because
cough.
people
Tiny
get really
pox. Cough
passionate, and
cough.
when you're locked down, let's just say in a
Oh,
practical
he
way,
said logged down, not logged out. They
a lot
logged
of
out
us
their
will
account.
say that, we're introverts, we don't need any social contact, right? I'm just gonna sit here
Where I tried to be Hello Neighbor 2, Mr. Peterson put a bear trap. Sorry, I don't use Discord. It's just too toxic. Okay, I completely
and play
understand.
games. Well, what happens over time is
My
when you
server
don't
isn't that
have a
toxic
routine,
though.
when you
There's barely
get
any
out of
toxicity.
bed,
There's
you
not. There's literally
shave,
no
you
toxic stuff in my
change your
server, but
clothes, you
I
go ahead
completely
and
understand.
get to work, you have a routine. It keeps you sane. It keeps you in this rhythm of life that
I'll try to
allows
join the
you to be
Discord.
really
Alright
functional.
then.
So when you take that away for a long time, I believe we're going to be seeing a lot of fallout from those 2 years of lockdown going forward,
Yes.
and it especially was visible on this
What
project.
is lockdown? Hold up. What is lockdown?
Lockdown.
Oh, it's like mental health issues. Okay, if I was like logged account or something.
And the second, like, if it wasn't hard enough, in the middle of us
Oh yeah, the war in Ukraine. I'm sure that affected some of the devs because they probably lived in Russia or like in Ukraine near those areas where they were getting attacked by Vladimir Putin.
shipping all of our builds and
Yeah,
being prepared to do certification and whatnot, the war in Ukraine happened, where a lot of our people were in Ukraine and in
yes.
Russia, and
Okay,
we had
see?
to emergency extract everyone we could
Yep.
and essentially tell everyone that, hey, if you're in
They
Russia,
probably had to pause development of the game or something like that.
you don't have a job with us. If
I think we're getting a better understanding why Hello Neighbor 2 is the way it is because of all this
you
stuff.
stay there. So move on to Serbia, which was our hub for relocation. So you can imagine how it just kind of like stacks up the stakes going
So you
forward.
guys can hear the
And
stream
this was
right
in the
good,
middle of
right?
development. This is like the final stage of development when everything is supposed to come together. I actually did, if you want to listen for me rambling for over an hour of what we did there in English, there is a long podcast with the DICE podcast guys that I talked about there. And we're coming to the end of the presentation. I hope there will be some interesting questions. But the end result is actually quite interesting because on one hand, we have built a really good team that went through trial by fire and ice, and they were able to deliver. On the other hand, we
It's like the
disappointed the
developers could make
fans.
up
But
for
contrary
no.
to
Yeah, there's
that,
no neural
what we were able
network.
to do is
That
ship
never
the game on
existed. They
all
never knew how
platforms
to make
with
a
a
neural
technical
network at all.
spec that actually over-delivered anything that we
Please
even
fix
imagined.
AI
So
tasks.
we're
Yeah, the
really happy
neighbor
with
only
that.
has like one
And
AI
what we
task in the
did
full
is
release
we
of the
rapidly
game.
patched the game after release. This is where the Steam reviews, which I believe is a useful tool, comes in. You can really see how when we launched, we had like mixed to negative reviews coming in. And then as we patch the game, we get the community to trust us that we know, hopefully, that we know what we're doing. And right
tinyBuild
now
could
we're
put
at the
out 2 on
stage
Steam
where
even if it.
we have several
That
patches
is
out
true.
for PC.
Ukraine, stop attacking my country, Russia, our country. Hello Neighbor 2, Hello Neighbor
And we're in the
Guest.
process of
Or Hello
porting them
Guest.
to the other platforms. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the story within Hello Neighbor 2 and other projects with the animated series that we've been working on for close to 4 years now. And I'll just say that this has probably been the most difficult project for any of our teams. And I'm really happy that we were able to pull it together. So with that, thank you so much. I will gladly answer some questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, is he gonna answer questions
So,
now?
a
Follow
lot of
me on
people,
Twitter,
so
by the way.
please, there is a microphone. You can just stand in line and ask anything you want. But please do it in microphone, because it should be recorded. Thank you.
You forgot about retail.
Why did they pull up his Twitter?
Oh shit, you want me to talk about retail?
It's like minus 6 months from production.
Okay, fine. I was going to
What's
skip
happening
retail, but okay, you just
Did he
opened up
post
a
something
wound.
on
All
his
right.
Twitter?
Who
Hold up,
here
guys.
has shipped?
Let me look at his Twitter real quick. Hold on. Let me open Twitter. Hold up. Let me see if there's something on his Twitter that we need to look at here. Let me pull it up on my. Welcome to Twitter. No, I don't want to check it out. Okay. Let's search up Hello Neighbor Games. Click on Alex. Did he post anything? No. Okay, he didn't. Let's
The
continue.
game for retail, like on actual discs. Okay, let me tell you a story about what it's like. Oh, Chelsea, yeah. Yeah, you know the pain, right? Yeah, so shipping a game on retail. Typically, like, well, we shipped a few games. Here's Slava from Lazy
We're gonna watch this whole thing because I want to see if anybody asks him about Alpha 2 or like just Hell Neighbor 2 in general.
whom we like get the final build like an hour before launch, right? That's fine. And we just patch it like 20 minutes later. So with retail, if you want to get your game on disk, you need to have, at least in our situation, the game has to be done and pass through certification on consoles 6 months before launch.
Sorry
So we
guys if
launched
like
in
this seems really
December
laggy. It's on mine because it's just 30
2021,
FPS. It's
right?
not
Yeah,
60.
right. So the game was done in June by that point and already passed cert. And what you typically do is you need to have something that goes and actually gets printed out on discs. And you need to make sure that the technical spec, like I said, is there to be able to pass cert. And then you pray to God that your day one patch or your day zero patch does make it through certification so that when people put their disc in, they will actually get the game that you want to do. So if you don't have an internet connection for some reason, or you decide to not download the forced patch somehow, then you get a game that is essentially 6 months old. So this is another wrench into this whole process, and there are a lot of NDAs surrounding it, so I'm just going to shut up on that part and we'll talk without it being recorded.
So, time for questions. Don't be shy. You don't need to raise a hand. Just come to the microphone.
Oh, there were actual people there. I should have been there. Bro, is there anywhere? Bro, I should have been there. If I was there, if we were all here, all my viewers or something like that, I would raise my hand and I would say, "Hey, what the frick happened to Hell Neighbor 2 Alpha 2?"
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask about the expectation of your customers or your players. So you said that you didn't manage to match their expectations, and the first time you received the pretty mixed reviews. I'm just wondering, after the patches, the same people return and change their mind, or they will probably are lost, and there are new people coming after the patch, and they receive the good games, or they keep watching what's going on with the project after the release?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. So we do have hardcore fans, and for many of them, was that
Imagine a
announcement
pro Among
trailer
Us
and
humans
was a
in dev
playable
game,
build,
bruh.
we essentially set incorrect expectations, right? So we showed off one character that didn't end up being in the game. And what happens there is it's a feeling of disappointment that can turn to hate. And hate is really powerful when it comes to fans. I'm sure that if you got into a Twitter fight, you know what it's like. But eventually, many of them do come back, and many of them continue following the actual development of the project. So what I believe is really important, and this is like community management 101, is listen to your fans, even if they're really, really angry. Because that actually tells you that if suddenly those fans that are really angry are happy, you did something really, really right. And that's what we're doing right now. We're constantly monitoring the community and trying to figure out how to make it right for those that had expectations that we incorrectly set.
I have made the new Mayank in Minecraft. Ooh, nice.
Any more
That's
questions?
really cool.
Okay, let me ask you something. You showed the crow person in the first trailer, but there is no crow person in the second trailer.
Not right now.
But he's in the game, right? Because I didn't play
No.
it. So, okay. So,
Why is he acting so like janky or something like that? Like, you guys heard that, right? He's like, no, no, no. It's a little suspicious.
does it worth it to just delete a part of the game that was the center of the trailer for alpha? Like you announce something big and then just there is not.
Yeah, that's exactly how players felt. Like I said, in an ideal world, we would be able to deliver the feature of the crow person in the final game. What happened is that we simply had to prioritize, right? So ideally, we would have delivered him, but with everything that was going on, with our 6 months, lead time on retail, with the war in Ukraine, with the fallout of the pandemic, we didn't feel like it was fair to push the team to deliver a feature that would require a lot of research and development, iteration, and also possibly to impact the tech
Patch
stack,
9,
right? When
chair
you
blocking,
have
fireworks,
everything
AI
working,
fixes, and a
in
gun.
a
Let's
practical example,
go.
we can,
Bro
one of the
has
ways that
patch
we
9
wanted to
notes.
implement the crow
Patch 9
was
patch
that
notes. Let's
whenever you're
go.
outside and it's dark, then the AI would track your movement and try to essentially fight you, try to prevent you from being able to achieve anything in the game. But that requires a lot of processing power that we didn't have, so we would have to refactor a lot of the code and or not ship on the platforms where our target audience is.
Okay, thank you. And you also, again,
Patch
did the
9,
trick with
please,
the
guest.
alpha,
Yes.
right? Like in the first version. It also
I love the
worked well
guys.
because you get some feedback, I guess. And so you continue to do it on the future project. Or it works only like major games, like the second part, and doesn't work to use this technique for like different games like hide and seek, something like that.
Yeah, this is something. So we started doing the alphas back in 2016, right at the end of 2016, and this is one of the reasons I believe that the Steam Next Festival that is actually going on today is around, is because companies like us, we started doing a lot of playables.
Bob, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. What we're basically doing is we're watching this Hello Neighbor 2 Post-Mortem thing, which is basically this guy's the CEO of tinyBuild is going over the history of Hello Neighbor 2 and basically like kind of going in depth and like going about the franchise, explaining stuff about it in the
A lot
future.
of essentially glorified demos. And we were telling Valve, like, hey, here are the tools that we need to be able to achieve this. Because
So guys, just to let you know, now that I have the video link, hold up, let me put it. I'm not gonna read chat for like a couple minutes or like a minute, so hold your thoughts. So this right here, I don't know if you or this is fake. This is somebody. This is wait. Why did I get a comment? This is somebody's game. This is not. This is fake. By the way, this is not. If any of you guys, this is like going viral around the Hello Neighbor 2 community. This is fake. This is not. This is not real for any of those people who believed it's actually a real patch 9 teaser. It's not. It's not. It's fake. So let me go back to the video that we watched. Oh, no, no, no. We were right here. We're right,
it's
right here.
partnership.com. It's
There we
like a
go.
platform where you can do personality tests. It's 3-stage, right? And it's the last stage of an interview
Yeah, it's
before you
fan-made.
get an offer. The first stage within that test is a critical thinking test. So essentially, a way to gauge a person's IQ. The second one is like a mini game called Net the Numbers. It's a very simple puzzle just to gauge a person's reaction and whatnot.
Oh,
And essentially,
wait,
all of that is a
what happened to
warm-up
the
to the
stream? Why
third
can I
stage,
view the
which
live chat?
takes like an hour, maybe an hour
Okay,
and
there
a
we go.
half. It's 300 questions where
Bye, guys. See ya,
you're
Sam. Have a good
asked the
day.
same question like
Have you
maybe 10
seen? Have you guys seen the Office for Keith and Quentin animation? Yes, we
20
have.
times, just in different ways.
Quentin
And
animation.
then
Wait, where?
everyone who does these
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, that was
tests
fan
tries
made.
to
I remember
cheat,
that.
because
Yes,
that's what you do.
that's fake.
And by trying to cheat, you actually do the test. And so far, we've had a 100% hit rate with people who are don't have a language barrier, right? Because if a person doesn't understand English that well, the results are skewed. But so far, it gives you an idea of how the person will perform under stress on a 1 to 10. Will the person be loyal? Will the person be opportunistic, backstabby, dependent?
Alexis was none of this.
etc. And it builds you this
It
personality
should be
matrix.
real.
And so
Yeah,
far,
it
I've
should.
been very, very happy with that. And that helped us a lot in hiring.
Thank you. Yes, I think we're happy if you can share it maybe after the meeting itself.
Yeah, will do.
Okay, someone else? Okay, so one question from me. You showed these graphs, the metrics about the interest of different franchises, and you showed that Last of Us, the big, huge peak, when the TV show starts. Did you think about making a new wave of interest for
Hello,
Hello
Clinton
Neighbor,
News.
also releasing some merch on new TV shows or books during the development after announcing of the second part, or it's just a question of resources? Do you have it or not?
Yes, so what we want to ultimately do is have games developed in parallel with our anime series. Because what we know is well, games, everyone has had a game delayed, right? That's normal. But in TV
No one's gonna ask for
production,
Alpha 2.
what I
Yeah,
realized is that
sadly.
it's actually much more predictable. It's much more stable, and the pipelines, they have been around for 100 years. Whereas in games, you can argue that we've been around for maybe 50 years, but the pipelines, they change every year. They change really drastically. So you don't have like an established process that you can really rely on. But with, like when we review an episode of the Hello Neighbor anime series, we go like, okay, here are the things that are wrong with it. It will take us 4 hours to sit here and analyze it and fix it. And it's a very dependable solution.
They have to make Quentin's camera useful, like secrets only seen with the camera, or use the flash against the neighbors.
How often
I
do
like
you
that
go
idea.
like, oh, this game mechanic doesn't work? In 3 hours, I'll figure it out. You don't. You sit there until 4 a.m. and then go to bed crying.
Okay, thank you. So, if there is no questions, I think we'll thank Alex for this great
Is that
speech.
it?
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, I think that's it. All right, so what is everybody's thoughts on this, like that video? Oh, okay. What do you guys rate that video and what do you guys think about it? I'm not gonna end the live stream yet. I want to let you guys put your comments down and stuff like that. What do you guys think about it? Alexis's main objective, ruin Hello Neighbor 2. Yes. They have to add police and neighbor driving again. Also, guess is really mysterious. It was literally yes. Okay. 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Yeah. Not it was a pretty good video, honestly. I really liked it. Wish it showed Alpha 2 gameplay. That would have made it a 10 for me, but yeah, overall pretty good video. 2 out of 1 trillion. Wait. 2 out of 1 billion, bro. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this live stream. I appreciate all you guys supporting the channel and stuff. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Have a good day, y'all. See ya.